Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy List BK back at again with another video. And today we'll be watching a YouTube video called Shower Thoughts That Make You Rethink Reality, bro. And you know, you see me with the birds. I had to get myself right. I had to get myself crispy clean. All of that Mr. Clean, you already know. And I'm not going to hold y'all with the long intro, boys. You already know I don't do that. So, let's get into this YouTube video, boys. See you there. Alright, let's get into this video, boys. Let's get it.
Entire life is flashing in front of your eyes, but you're already dead.
Dang, bro.
You're not dead,
That's kind of
but alive, everything is trying to kill you constantly. Your stomach is constantly trying to kill you. Feeding it makes it stop.
Whoa.
You need to drink as well. Being hydrated is a necessity. Drink your water. Normally, you empty your drink from the top, but when you use a straw, you empty it from the bottom. Your lungs are also constantly trying to kill you. Breathing resets that timer too. We really take for granted the fact that most of our body's processes are automated. Aging is a disease with a 100% mortality rate.
Homie, wait, what?
Maybe that's why aliens aren't visiting us. Maybe they should visit Antarctica though. Because Antarctica is statistically the best place to have a baby, because all 11 babies born there lived, making it have a 0% infant mortality rate. It's pretty cool to think about that there are only 365 different birthdays for nearly 8 billion people.
300? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Wait. Homie.
You live to be around 80, and you spend a third of your life sleeping. But when you sleep, you're just looking at the back of your eyelids for 8 hours straight.
Oh, wait.
And to be honest, sleep is just a free trial of death.
Wait, what?
So we're all dead. Here's some more shower thoughts.
Huh?
A lot of TV shows have those fake laugh tracks in the background, so you know when to laugh at the really bad jokes.
Dang.
But what you don't really think about is, for the really, really old shows, while you're sitting and watching and listening to it, you're also, at the same time, probably listening to a bunch of dead people laughing.
Wait.
Related, one day, there are going to be
Homie, this is kind of dark.
more dead people on social media than there are living people. If they still exist, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube even, will be a graveyard of content and information from people who lived hundreds of years ago. It will become the biggest source of information for any event. You'll be able to see how people reacted to presidential elections, to the death of their idols, to the spread of new diseases, to everything there is. You won't be able to see how the world reacted to sliced bread though. Bread is just a loaf of dough, so by that logic, cheese is just a loaf of milk, and an ice cube is just a loaf of water.
Oh, snap.
Speaking of ice, something I find kinda interesting is that there have been entire civilizations who never knew that water had a solid form. The money you earn is never actually yours, it's just your turn with it.
Oh,
Everyone works to survive, and all of the money that you earn actually belongs to someone else. There's a lot of jobs and businesses that bank off of the fact that things in your life can go wrong. Doctors only make money because you get sick. Mechanics make money because your car breaks down. Lawyers make money because you messed up really, really bad. Like, maybe you robbed a bank.
Dang,
But
bro. Most people's jobs are just people making mistakes.
if you do try and rob a bank,
Dang.
you shouldn't have any problems with rent or food bills for the next 10 years, regardless of whether or not you're successful. A jail and a prison are basically the same thing, but a jailer and prisoner are completely different. The company Bic is known for making lighters and pens. Both of these happen to be things that are frequently stolen, which is kind of a pretty good business model if you think about it. Teachers make money off of the fact that you don't know how to, add numbers together or speak a language properly. And speaking of language, you ever just take time to think about letters and words? They're weird and confusing, but kinda cool. It takes more letters to spell the word short than it does to spell long. Also, all the E's in the word Mercedes are pronounced differently. When you say the word forward, your lips move forward. When you say
What in the world was... Bro, them lips is nasty.
Differently.
What
When you
in
say
the
the word
world?
forward,
Why
your
so
lips move
close
forward.
up?
When
We
you say
did
the
not
word
need
back,
no close
your lips
up.
move back.
Blisters?
When hurricanes form,
Ugh.
the most dangerous part is the eye. It destroys everything in its path. It's right in the middle, which also happens to be where the letter I is in the middle of the word hurricane. It's kinda cool. Hurricanes are deadly.
Bro.
everyone tends to talk about and consider the question that
I don't know if these
is,
are
where
just
do we go when we
coincidences.
die?
Coincidences.
And it's a pretty good question.
Or just on purpose.
But no one
This is
ever
crazy.
asks, where are we before we were born? The world hasn't changed much over the past 700 years. Today we take pictures of food and put it on Instagram, and a lot of people get super frustrated by this. But during the Renaissance, people would sit around for weeks on end painting a table full of food. You know, you've probably walked past someone that you've played video games with online before and just didn't realize.
Maybe.
Similarly,
Wait, oh,
you see
snap.
people every
That's
single
crazy.
day that you will never see again in your entire life. Out of every event that has happened, everything led you both to the same place at the same time, only to veer off path and never meet again. On a similar note, you've probably seen someone on the last day of their life.
Some more of this
and you
dark
would have never
stuff,
known.
man.
To make this more fun though, your future wife is probably telling her boyfriend that they'll be together forever. How cute. You often hear that life is a roller coaster.
Hold on, y'all. I'm getting a phone call. Never mind.
And I get it. It feels like it. But when you're on a roller coaster, aren't the downhill parts the most fun?
Yeah.
You also often hear things that are so easy a caveman could do it. The problem is that cavemen were able to start fires without lighters or matches and were able to kill animals that were 3 to 4 times their size.
Yeah.
So, is it really that easy? If you've been using technology like computers or cell phones for years, as most of us have, you've probably scrolled for hundreds or thousands of miles. But honestly, you scrolling doesn't mean you've actually moved anything. When you scroll on your phone, nothing changes except for the color of the pixels on screen. Nothing is
real?
moving,
Wait.
it just seems like it.
For real.
When your laptop overheats,
That's
it
crazy.
freezes. No British king would have this issue.
When your laptop overheats, it freezes. Homie, I don't understand, bro. When your laptop overheats, it freezes. Explain that to me. How does something getting hot, something being hot, overheat? I messed up on my words. How does something that's super hot freeze? Who came up with these terms and words? It makes zero sense. I'm done. I'm just super done with this. Like,
Though, because no ruling British king has ever used the internet. Before the invention of phones, the question, where are you, was probably never asked. Eventually,
wait, homie.
when you're ordering something or sending a letter
Bro.
or something, you may have to
got me
put
going
Earth as a
crazy.
part of your address. Maybe when you can live on the moon. You've seen more of the surface of the moon with your own eyes than you will ever likely see of Earth. Actually,
Wow.
if you think about it, about half of the universe is in your field of view at all times. But for now, humans are on Earth. But we're weird. And a little broken. Brushing your teeth is really the only time you ever clean your skeleton. Cleaning is just
Whoa.
rearranging dirt. Speaking of cleaning, you should probably really clean your glasses right now. They're disgusting. You really can't clean something without making something else
I'm not
dirty.
wearing them.
You also can't move your top teeth. Go ahead and try. You can't hum while holding your nose shut either. Go ahead, try this one too. And while you're at it, you also can't snap your fingers inside your mouth. You ever realize that humans
What
cut
did he
down
say? He said you can't what?
your fingers inside your mouth?
What? I'm not gonna try that. That's nasty.
You ever realize that humans cut down birdhouses to make birdhouses?
Wait.
If you've ever clapped your hands before, you
Why don't
never
we make
actually
metal
stopped.
birdhouses?
There's just a really, really, really long pause between claps. We do have some redeeming qualities, I guess. We live a lot longer than most animals. If you're over the age of 30, you are alive before every single dog that is currently on Earth. We argue a lot, though, over really, really stupid issues, like whether or not we should eat other animals even though we are animals ourselves.
I don't know if that
But
was
if
good or
vegetarians
not.
don't
I
like
can't
each
tell.
other, is it still considered beef? Let's flip a coin
That
and
was
decide.
cringy. That was a cringy joke.
Flipping a coin isn't really a 50-50
Okay.
thing, though. It's random. In a vacuum, a robot can flip a coin millions of times and get heads every single time. Humans only really use it to make decisions less stressful, even though it's a purely random event. Machine learning is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our lives every day. But you observe machine learning all the time. Your brain. Your brain is really, really good at learning things. This is shown in your dreams. Your brain can recreate scenarios with people you've known for years and just have full-on conversations with them that your brain made up on the spot. even with people you just met, and it can all feel so real. But no one has ever dreamt about popcorn, until it happened. And honestly, the person who discovered popcorn had to be super confused when it happened. You ever think about how arms on chairs are just like chairs for your arms? Also, if two mind readers are reading each other's minds, whose mind are they actually reading? It's weird.
Wait, if two mind readers are reading each other's mind, whose mind? Am I just stupid, or am I not just, this is not registering in my brain? If two mind readers, okay, and they're reading each other's mind. Wait, so that means they're reading the mind of each other, but they're reading the other person's mind. No sense is being made in my entire life! This is crazy, man. It's crazy, man.
Weird. But what's also weird is that blue is usually seen as cold, while red is usually seen as hot. But blue fire is hotter than red fire.
Bro,
it's likely that another kid is going to grow up in your childhood home, and have a lot of the same experiences that you did while growing up there. They'll use every room, toilet, staircase, and light switch that you did. But why are they called light switches? At the same time, they're also dark switches. Almost everything you have ever owned is still on Earth somewhere. Unless you're Elon Musk and send your car into space. All of the materials needed to create today's technology has existed since the beginning of the Earth. It just wasn't in the right form or put together yet.
Wow.
You're living in an age where you can be smarter than almost anyone in the past 2 million years. You can be smarter than almost all 100 billion people who have ever lived. You have the world's information at your fingertips. But you'd rather sit here and listen
to the way they're making this YouTube video. People a million years, 1,000 years ago ain't know how to do this. I'm a genius.
Let me tell you what I think about in the shower. I'm flattered, really. But please get out of my house before I call the cops.
I'm cringing.
Curiosity is the driving force that fuels passion to learn, create, understand, and explore the world around us. CuriosityStream is an award-winning streaming platform where viewers can journey any mobile device.
That's an advertisement. So, alright you guys, that is the end of today's YouTube video. I hope that everybody enjoyed watching this, bro. And peace out, bro. This is my first ever reaction video. I'll be doing these all the time, bro. Especially this summer, boys. This is my come up. This is my come up, boys. So everybody that's here now, y'all can say y'all were here before I blew up. Alright. Peace out, guys. Peace.